Raptors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. And for the Warriors, they've got Curry. He's out there with the Anthony Melton. Moses Moody is out there with Green. And it's Santos in at the power forward. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the three.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Now, here's Fox. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
Melton passes to Curry. On the wing, Melton. Clock at 6. Right side, Green. Rebounded by the Spurs. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
It's Wembanyama at the elbow. A pass to Fox. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Look at Fox fearlessly going inside, hunting for a higher percentage look.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, no surprise, we started chatting about Victor Wembanyama, and I asked what the plan was there, and Coach said with a shrug, stay on him and hope for the best. What can you do? So still no magic answers for how to slow down a unique threat like Wemby on the floor. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. And here is Fox. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Melton. Puts up a 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Something he's worked on over the years. Green is an elite passer.
Wembanyama outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry looking around for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Curry against Fox. Shoots over Curry. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And it's the Warriors' ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. 4th, Stephon Castle.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama, a screen. Drops in the tray. He has 7.
Yeah, he's off to an impressive start. Always nice to get 3 of your first 4 to drop.
Curry passes to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Moody's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, Castle with it. And here's Vassell from the arc. Iman Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Melton kicks to Curry. Outside, Green shoots the 3. Vassell grabs the board. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Pass to Champagnie. Now Castle. And here is Fox. No good on the three. In the corner, Moody with it. And again, no good by Golden State. Spurs trail by 4. Fox looking it over. Shot clock at 5 from deep. And Moody pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Curry. Now here's Green. Here's Melton. And Curry has it in the corner. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 9.
A three-point specialist can't let Curry get any space to fire from the corner. That's a recipe for disaster.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 7.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
First team foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
With the playoffs on the horizon, Richard, we're seeing some of the top teams rest their players a little bit.
Yeah, you want to prevent injury, but you also want your go-to guy to have some fresh legs. Limit their minutes now. It'll pay dividends in the postseason.
Curry's shot is off. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Champagnie. Last game we saw him score 13. Wembanyama against Green. Wembanyama, no good.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Green with a screen on Fox. Melton passes to Curry. Back to Melton. Shoots over Fox. Melton, no good. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell outside. Taken away. Pushing it up. Here's Melton. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Vassell sets a screen for Fox. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Curry kicks to Melton. Pass to Moody. Curry on the wing. Fox with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Now Castle. Now Wembanyama. Down low. Here's Fox. Up and in on the layup. And now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Barnes, who's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Fox. Here's Santos. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Washington. It's Curry outside. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Back to Barnes. Pass to Vassell. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. And here is Curry. Green with a screen on Harper. Here's Curry. And yes, it's good. Curry's got 11.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Pass to Barnes. Wembanyama, right side. It's rebounded by Golden State. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Now here's Barnes after the miss from Stephen Curry. Barnes passes to Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Pass to Santos. Back to Curry. The tray. Traps in the tray. He's got 14.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for it.
Now here's Barnes. To the middle. Here's Vassell. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for San Antonio.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they've also been feeling it from beyond the arc. Good start for them so far.
In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Cornet. On the wing, Johnson. And the shot is good.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, the Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much.
Beyond the leading, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. Here's Podziemski. He had 22 points in the win against Washington.
And we'd be remiss not to mention his incredible rebounding, just a force on the backboards.
Richard trains the three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 5.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. Warriors leading by 3. Porzingis with a screen on Fox. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Back to post, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pajemski with it. He has yet to score. To Porzingis. And he gets the bucket.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point. These teams, they are built to score, so.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Porzingis. Also, Quentin Post out there. Payton is out there with Pajemski and Richard. Warriors leading by 5. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Pajemski. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Post. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Pajemski. Fires the 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Pajemski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Fox. Shoots over Pajemski. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Warriors leading by 8. Payton outside. Porzingis finds Pajemski. Richard, he's guarded by Harper. Here he goes. Bucket is good. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Pass to Cornet. And here is Johnson. Now, here's Fox. He's defended by Pajemski. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops. Fox has got 20.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Lynx check in for San Antonio. While we're in this quick break and onto the small forward position and the hottest shooters among them over the last month. And you look at Payton, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Obviously, looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He works very hard to get a lot of high-quality looks in close.
That's what he does. His touch from outside is great, but the way he attacks the basket, that's what drives his shooting percentage so high.
Curry can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Fox. Outside, Harper. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. And And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Porzingis high post. He's against Olynyk. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Forget those long jumpers, Kristaps. Use that size. Rock the rim.
Richard, be honest. Did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
From deep, Johnson. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 10. To the paint. Payton kicks to Curry. Here's Moody. Drills it from outside. Moody's got his first 3 points of the game.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Outside, Fox. Down low, here's Olynyk. Porzingis with the block.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Now here's Curry. 20 points for him. Left side, Porzingis over Olynyk. Johnson with the rebound. Spurs trail by 11. Here's Harper, and he's on the money with his first shot today.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
The crossover, and Melton lays it in. Melton's got 7 points in the game.
And they've repeatedly broken inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. The Spurs also changing it up. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Olynyk. Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Spurs trail by 11. Outside, Fox. There's the pick. Shoots over Curry. San Antonio again missing.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. Offline with his three.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Barnes passes to Vassell. Spurs passing it around. They grab their own miss. Wembanyama with the aggressive finish.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
Outside, Green. Moody finds Green. Outside, Curry. Shoots over Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Fox against Curry. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
And he makes the first. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. but I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
It's Curry outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 6th rebound on the night. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. Three-pointer. And it's Melton with the rebound.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Curry passes to Green. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
That one is off.
Such a great guy to have on the team and an amazing defender. Green even led the league in steals one year.
San Antonio making a switch here. Harper's checked in. And he's good on the second. And great was Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And now a look at Victor Wembanyama here. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. And the Spurs with possession. 8-point game. Champagnie passes to Vassell. And here's Harper from the arc. And Moody pulls it down. The Warriors have gone 5-12 from the field here in the second. Santos. Pass to Moody. Fires it up. And the Warriors miss again. Spurs trail by 8. Wembanyama looking it over. Harper against Green. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for Wembanyama. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Wembanyama has got 5 points so far. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And so it's San Antonio with it after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Curry kicks to Melton. Green with a screen on Castle. Pass to Green. Curry on the wing. And another 3 for Golden State.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Here's Champagnie. Still scoreless. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Moody the pass to Melton. Pass to Green. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So a moment now to see the story for De'Aaron Fox.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Pass to Castle. Back to Vassell. Champagnie passes to Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 4 on the shot clock. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Pass to Santos.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Moody. Now here's Melton. Green with a screen for Melton. Rebounded by the Spurs. Vassell outside. Wembanyama a screen. Vassell no good.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful for the coaches that I've had in my life. Back to you guys.
Paying tribute. Nice job. Okay, thank you, Allie. Johnson from outside. Offensive rebound. Oh, Wembanyama! How in the world do you keep him off the glass?
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
Pass to Santos. And here is Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Spurs trail by 11. Wembanyama outside. Now Castle. Here's the screen to the inside. Champagnie.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Warriors leading by 9. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Moody. Back to Curry. Here's Santos. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go. And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach Kerr, what did you like about the way your guys have started this game off?
Well, I like the way we defended without fouling so we could get our flow. And guys just came in and made some big ones, and our offense got going.
The defense was disciplined. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details, things working out so far for Golden State. And swerving off topic for a moment, since this is the halftime show, I was just wondering, what was halftime like in the locker room back when you guys were playing?
I would never be checking my stats and figure out if I'm close to a double-double or not. That's something I would never do.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out if he's close to the double-double. He didn't know if it was rebounds and points already or a cheeseburger.
I'm talking about the cheeseburger. What are you talking about, Kenny?
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Warriors.
The reserves are playing like starters. A lot of teams are emphasizing depth these days.
So much talent in this league, to the point where the spillover G League has some ballers. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Golden State with it. On the floor for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox, then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Champagnie in at the fourth.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Pass to Castle. For 3, Vassell. Good on the three-point shot. Vassell's got 12 points in the game.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
And here is Moody. Curry outside. The shot, no good. Inside. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Fox.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
Pass to Green. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Curry's shot is off. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Here's Green following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Melton. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Moody. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Moody's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Fox, the bounce pass. Melton against Castle. Outside, Fox. Back to Castle. From past the arc. And Santos pulls it down. Santos has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Look, when you've made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
It's Curry outside. Rebound San Antonio. Champagnie's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Fox. Count that one. Fox has got 26.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's keep it going.
Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, right now quite a ways down below.
And for the Warriors, they're on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoffs. They need to put it all together in these last couple weeks, and they'll be happy with a spot in the play-in tournament at this point.
Now, here's Moody. He's got 9. On the wing, Melton. Castle covering. And again, no good by Golden State. Spurs trail by 6. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Now, Wembanyama. Pass to Champagny. And here is Fox. And he lays it straight in. 28 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, Green. Here's Moody. Now Melton. He has 7. Curry can't get it to go.
The way he started this game, you wondered if he'd ever cool down, and the answer is yes.
Outside, Fox. 3-pointer. The shot, no good.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His sole 3-pointer came in the first half.
And a fast break now for the Spurs.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Curry making it look so easy.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. For 3, Vassell. And it's Melton with the rebound. Melton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Santos, the pass to Melton. To the inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Wembanyama has got 15 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And let's take this chance to show you the highest scoring power forwards and centers in the NBA since the All-Star break. 4th, Victor Wembanyama.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively. Face up or back to the basket, they can get it done.
Yeah, the collection of post moves these big fellas have is unreal. I'd say some of them are the most unstoppable moves in the game.
Now here's Curry. He has 35. Fox with the steal. Champagny passes to Wembanyama. Castle is screen on Green. Wembanyama outside. On the wing, Fox. The 3-pointer, no good. Warriors leading by 5. Santos, the pass to Melton. And here is Curry, guarded by Fox. Curry, laser-guided shot from deep range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
There's a screen. Here's Champagny. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And truly, RJ, some luck for the Spurs in recent drafts.
Yeah, they've jumped into the top 4 in 3 straight lotteries.
Good, another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
Here's Fox. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
You gotta love how scrappy De'Aaron Fox is. No matter what kind of challenges he faces in a game, he's never giving less than his all.
Over to the wing. Back to Podziemski. From downtown, it's good from long range. Podziemski's got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He's off on the first. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever seen.
Barnes outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Wembanyama against Green. Shoots from the baseline. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Santos. Count the basket. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Barnes outside. Wembanyama right side. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Podziemski, the bounce pass. Melton kicks to Green. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 8. In the corner, Castle with it. Barnes outside. Wembanyama finds Vassell. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Melton. Here's Moody. 9 points in the game so far. Now, here's Melton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
A moment here to see the numbers for Draymond Green. He's averaging 8 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. But you look at all that, and it really doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him, you have to watch to understand his impact.
Porzingis, he's checked in for Draymond Green. San Antonio also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Vassell. Johnson comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's Harper in for Fox. Shot clock at 6. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
So that range we talk about from Porzingis, so important to this team's offensive structure.
Pass to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. They double team Wembanyama. Here's Cornett. No good on the triple. Warriors leading by 9. Here's Podziemski. To the left side wing. Here's Moody. And the Warriors, another 3.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
Now here's Harper. Not a lot of room. Barnes outside. Pass to Johnson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Warriors shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. And it's in there. Santos has got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. Harper the pass to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Quinton Post is checked in for Porzingis. Gary Payton comes in for Moody. And Curry subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. Spurs also with the sub. Lyons checked in. Warriors leading by 14. 1:04 left to play in the third. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Post, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Harper dishes to Johnson. Down low, here's Cornette. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Outside Curry. Here's the three. And it's Harper with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bryant finds Johnson. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third, and it's good for two.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Curry with it. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 11 points in the quarter. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff we do on point.
That's Steve Kerr. This is what his teams do. They take away a lot of easy shots, easy baskets.
Yeah, you heard it. Ice the screens. Communicate. Give me everything you've got defensively.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. We've got Quinton Post. Payton is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Curry in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Curry always finds a way, this time inside.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Back from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis looking it over. And again for 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history book.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
He passed Curry's high a little earlier, and now he's matched Clay's mark. Didn't think we'd see a show like this coming into tonight, but here we are.
Porzingis kicks to Payton. Pass to Curry. misses in close.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Got that one up quick. Fox has got 13 points in the second half.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Porzingis. This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Porzingis breaking tendencies with that catch and shoot.
Outside, Fox. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Outside, Harper. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. The rebound by Post. Warriors leading by 18. And the layup's good off the glass. Porzingis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Green is checked in for the Warriors. San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside Harper. Spurs passing it around. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
It's to Porzingis. Now here's Green. Curry wide open. Good. Another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson, viewed as one of the best shooters ever to play this game. Hard to believe that the mark of 4 teammate threes has been passed here this evening.
And Fox gets it to go. Warriors leading by 19 points. Pass to Podziemski. Now Porzingis, defended by Wembanyama. Porzingis against Wembanyama. Back to Podziemski. Just 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes.
He's a willing passer. Porzingis won't force his own thing very often.
Fox, the bounce pass. Out to the right wing. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Beaton passes to Porzingis. Now here's Curry. He's guarded by Harper. Three-pointer, Payton. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 19. And he banks in the layup. Fox has got 39.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
To the wing right side. Up top, Porzingis. Defended by Wembanyama. Porzingis kicks to Curry. And here's Green outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
We talk about his quickness, but De'Aaron Fox has bounce. He will throw it down on you in a second.
Pass to Curry. Back to Podziemski. And the Warriors, another three.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
from the baseline. And again, it's De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 43 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Pass to Payton. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Pajemski. Guarded by Fox. Green dishes to Curry. And here's Porzingis. Outside, Green. Fires the three. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. He's feeling it. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Harper's got his 5th assist in this one. Now Pajemski. Outside Curry. To Porzingis. That shot misses. Good defense by Wembanyama. Payton against Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Payton to the left wing. And here's Harper from the arc. And the three ball is good.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Pass to Pajemski. Porzingis against Wembanyama. Goes up the baseline. Porzingis can't hit. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They trail by 14. And here's Harper from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Pajemski. Porzingis sets the pick for Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Spurs trail by 14. Pass to Johnson.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Harper. Wembanyama, a screen on Curry for 3. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Warriors shooting it brilliantly here late. 60% from the field. To end the drought. Porzingis can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And listen to this crowd. They are letting him hear it.
Greg, as well they should. One of the great three-point shooting displays we've seen in late history.
What a special night. I feel blessed to have witnessed this. A new three-point record. Unreal.
Santos is checked in, and it's Moses Moody in for Payton. The Spurs also changing it up. Champagne's checked in, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Melton. And here is Moody. Curry outside. Green fires. No good from 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Now Fox. He nails it from 11.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. A 12-point game. Fox. Count the basket.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check in.
team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox at the line for
What's up?
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Here's the floater. Now Curry. Takes the three, and there's the three.
We've never given Steph the respect he deserves as a passer, but he is one of the best at picking out his teammates.
Spurs trail by 12. Right side, Fox. Now Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Melton. He drills the three.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Melton against Castle. Green outside. Now Curry. Melton feeling it out a bit. Green with a screen on Castle. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. San Antonio's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Outside, Fox. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For three. Good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And he gets it to go. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and